Food is medicine. If you are struggling with pain from arthritis, eating foods that have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and analgesic properties, along with any drugs or other treatments your doctor recommends, may help. Research is ongoing, but scientists already have found that certain foods may reduce arthritis-related inflammation and pain. Hello everyone, welcome back to Ifechi Health and Wellness. In one of my recent videos, I talked about some of the foods we have to avoid if one has arthritis or to avoid developing arthritis. And there are some questions. People wanted me to talk about foods that we should be eating to help, and I already have this in mind to upload anyway. So today we have talked about, if you haven't watched that video, go on my channel. You see the foods that we should avoid if we have arthritis or to avoid developing arthritis. Today we are looking at foods that we are going to be aiming for to help reduce the arthritic pain, avoid inflammation, and also, even if you don't have arthritis, to keep it at bay. Obviously, the general rule for all the health issues is to make sure that you keep your weight to good level, and also to make sure that you have a balanced diet and also exercise. These are all inclusive for any kind of health condition. But today, let us focus on this arthritis. Number one, fatty fish. Fatty fish varieties such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout are high in omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to have potent anti-inflammatory effects. Multiple studies have found that omega-3 fatty acid supplements can help decrease joint pain intensity, morning stiffness. When in the morning people find that they are so stiff, and the number of painful joints. So omega-3, very good. Fish is a good source of vitamin D, which can help prevent deficiency. And multiple studies have found that rheumatoid arthritis may be associated with low vitamin D levels, and that contributes to the symptoms. Next one is actually green tea. Green tea is good because it's known to be high in antioxidants, and it has the ability to reduce inflammation. To reap the benefits of green tea, aim for 2 servings a day, 2 cups of green tea a day, either hot or cold. But I can't have it cold. I always go for the hot one. Be sure to use the tea bags and not the powdered tea mixes, which are sometimes they're more processed. And if you drink the caffeinated variety, make sure that the process is all natural. Because some people prefer to have the caffeinated because the caffeine in the tea affects them, or sometimes it may affect your sleep as well. Some people say that it causes the migraine and stuff like that. So make sure that you go for, if you are going for the decaffeinated ones, make sure that you go for the right ones. Yeah. So the third thing is berries. Berries, I want to group this in all together. Berries, apples, and pomegranates. These ones are identified as they are rich. All berries are rich in antioxidants, and the Arthritis Foundation notes that blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, cranberries, raspberries, and all these berries and their brothers, all provide an arthritis fighting power. So you won't go wrong by having berries. You get health benefits no matter if you eat them frozen, fresh, or added to your smoothies. Or there are various ways you can have these berries so that they're not boring. You can just add them to your smoothies, just snack on them, do whatever you want to do with them. But they are quite good. And the next one, on our list today are vegetables. You know, vegetables, you can't go wrong with green leafy vegetables. You know, the green leafy vegetables have anti-inflammatory properties in them as well, especially things like the cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and such like that. All the cruciferous vegetables, they are good for us. Mushrooms are quite good as well. You can add them to your stir fry salads, or or just have them raw if you want. Also, I'll have to add spinach here as well. You can have add spinach to this vegetable. They are very good source of spinach has very good nutrients in them, so it's good to also combine add spinach in your vegetables. Very, very good. Number 5 are ginger and turmeric. I group these two together. Thanks to the chemicals in these plants, ginger and turmeric are also known to have anti-inflammatory properties. Both are widely used in Chinese and Indian cuisine. Scientific data on recommended daily or weekly intake of ginger and turmeric are mainly with supplemented doses, but healthy sprinkling of these in your drinks and food and stuff like that also have some health benefits. So ginger and turmeric are good. The next one is, and I think now we're talking about number 6, is there are nuts. All nuts, most nuts anyway, are high in protein, low in saturated fat, and contain no cholesterol, unlike animal proteins. You can eat them alone or add them to your favorite yogurt, salad, or healthy dish for an extra boost of protein. By replacing a serving of meat with just a quarter cup of nuts can help you avoid the inflammation you may experience when eating red meat. So avoid high intake of red meat and cut it down and use nuts more. And walnuts have been identified as one of the ones that is really quite good because it has high omega-3. But most nuts, almond, all the rest of it, and walnuts stands out as well as being one of the best nuts to use. But all other nuts are actually quite good. So go for your nuts. Replace them with meat. We eat a lot of meat. People, please let us cut down on meat, because especially what do you call it, red meat. When you eat a lot of red meat, obviously it causes a lot of inflammation, and it's just not good for our general health. So for your protein, replace some nuts with those meats that we aim for all the time. Another one that stood out as part of fruit that we have are grapes. Grapes are nutrient dense. They are high in antioxidants and possess anti-inflammatory properties. Although grapes can be a bit sweet sometimes, so you advise to eat them to a minimum. If you can, have the black grapes or the red ones instead of the white ones, or you can have a combination of either of these, provided you just have a handful, because it has anti-inflammatory properties, and anything with anti-inflammatory properties are good for arthritis. The next one, which I think is number 8, is olive oil. Olive oil is known for its anti-inflammatory properties. Olive oil may have a favorable effect on arthritis symptoms. In addition to reducing inflammation, some research suggests that certain compounds found in olive oil could promote autophagy, which is a process that helps to clear out damaged cells from our body, and this could be beneficial for arthritis. But I must stress that when you go for your olive oil, please make sure that you are going for the raw organic olive oil, because some of the olive oils in the markets are they're not the real thing. So make sure you go for the right source or the right type of olive oil. I think we have about 8 points here. I know I grouped some of them as in one, but these are some of the food. There may be other ones that I may come across in future. I can still bring them up, but these 8 are the ones I want to share with us today, so that this video is not too long. I'm sure all these things I mentioned here that are easily accessible in the markets, in the shop, or everywhere. Please look after your health better, and if you do have arthritis, avoid things that can affect your joints, things that have a high inflammatory properties. Avoid them. Go for anti-inflammatory properties, such as some of these foods that have vegetables and fruits I've just mentioned here today. So I'm going to stop this video here. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one. Goodbye and God bless.